If I have an inkling that the market's going to keep a high in place or a low in place, I like to use this concept here. The first candlestick that creates that wick here to there. See that? Now, what happens if it falls short of an objective where I'm reaching for? And this is ultimately where I think it's going to trade to, maybe later in the day at the opening bell or after the opening bell during the opening range, the first 30 minutes between 9:30 and 10 o'clock New York Eastern time. If I think they're going to keep that there, but I'm scalping, I want to be in a market environment that creates and promotes those opportunities. If it's just one-sidedness and it's real lethargic and choppy back and forth, but real tight ranges, but still drifting higher, I'll leave that to somebody else to trade that. If those instances are there, and I believe that the range is going to stay intact and they're not going to trade to an objective, in other words, I believe that they're engineering liquidity. Meaning, if I believe that they're going to hold that range and use this objective later in the day, post 9:30 opening bell, and I start to see a candlestick do this, and I'm long, say I'm long in a scalp. Once it creates this, I want to see it's still likely to go here. I might be wrong. So I'm going to give it a chance to go one more time to reach for it. If that's the case, then I can take this range here and it's going to do the opposite. It's the mirror image of what this was doing, the high wick, okay? And it's trading half of this wick here, but this wick and then half of it. It just falls short of half of that. That's reasonable. But what happens when you anticipate a range staying intact and it not breaching it or trading to an objective because they're engineering liquidity? They're deferring a run to a particular price level. But you're in a trade or you're watching price action. You see a candle create this initial wick. Then the next candle, it starts running above it. What's this candle's high? You're looking at that price right there. Okay, right here. What's that candle's high? 19,149 even, right? This is half of this candle's wick that has yet to form. And what is that? Boom! That's algorithmic.